Hi guys. Hey, it's time to get the gearbox done on the Tamiya Frog. I have done a few other steps. I wanted to see how the servo and the ESC were going to fit together. So I double-sided taped the piece like I should, in the steps. Kind of jumped ahead a step or so. And it fit good enough. I just ended up saying the heck with it, and I put the screws in the servo mount. So on my head on that step, um, but okay, we are at step 7, which is the gearbox. So with the gearbox, you take your spur gear, which I am running the fast, the high speed setup, 49 tooth and 19 tooth pinion. So got that in there. You put your little aluminum gear in, and then there's a snap ring that holds that in place. So that snap ring goes in, and then you got your 2 bearings in your shaft. So that one's set to rock and roll. Then your differential spur gears. I've got them in place with grease, just holding them in place. So those are pretty close. Now, got the spur gear here, or the differential gears here. Gonna throw a little grease on them, work it in. So they're set. Does anybody know what this Tamiya grease is? To me, it looks just like white lithium grease. Can't tell on the smell though. Kind of doesn't have a smell. Okay. Now, you take your right side right side plate, and I've got bearings already installed and oiled them. You also take your, where did it go? The little white plastic dude. Where'd it go? My cat ended up here, so who knows where it could be. Yeah, oh, that was lovely yesterday. She knows she's not supposed to be in the kitchen. So she ends up sneaking into the kitchen. Well, I see her messing with something over by the couch. Well, she's got a toothpick. But not only she got a toothpick, she's got the toothpick out of the anti-wear grease, and the tube or the little vial of anti-wear grease is laying on the floor. And yeah, so luckily she did not get sick, knock on wood, But yeah, she definitely knew she shouldn't have been doing that one, because I was not happy with her. Little brat. Lucky she's so damn cute. Alright, now back to the grease. This is your side diff gear. And there again, put some grease in there. Also greasing up the part that goes into the gear itself. Goes through the center of it. Like so. There we go. Got that in. There. Very cool. Now, take the side plate for the right side and set that all in place. Then you take your center gear, your center differential cover, put that in place, along with, where did they run off to? Servo parts out of here. Oh, there they are. Along with the two threaded nuts to hold everything together. And in doing so, you take a couple of screws and maybe maybe. Oh no, come on. Again, there's certain things about building RC cars sometimes where you really need three hands. Just trying to get the screw to start. Okay. Run that down just to hold everything into place. And then the other piece fell out, so put that back in place. And do the same identical thing with this little screw. They're BC1 screws. God, I used to rebuild these differentials constantly because I was one of those, I don't know what you call it, but I was one of those guys that had to tear my gearboxes apart every week after racing and oil all the bearings, and yeah, that was kind of wild. Alrighty, so that is temporarily together that way. Now I want to put grease around the gear. It says to do it ahead of time, but I didn't want grease all over my fingers, so not a big deal. Alrighty. Then moving to step 9. step 9, I will put grease on a little silver aluminum gear here that rides on the spur gear. And put my bearing back in that keeps falling out. Along with the shaft. Come on, get in there. Why is it not fitting back in there? Okay, there it goes. And you know what? I'm gonna be smart about this. Going to put the shaft and the bearing in place first, and then put the gear over the top of it, and let it ride down like so. There we go. All right. Cool. Now you take all these silver little spacers, grommets, whatever you want to call them, and you put them inside the main holes there. Oh, excuse me. Inside where the motor bolts go. All right. And then the other diff gear here. All right. And now put that in place underneath the gear there. That's in place. Cool. Rock and roll. All right. And then grease on the gear here. This stuff just seems like white lithium grease. I think that's all it is. It's very white. It has no odor, which kind of makes me think that it's just nothing more than white lithium grease. Pull grease inside that diff there. All right. Making sure I'm not missing any steps here. Get that glue or greased. Got the pins in there. All our spacers. Those spacers are in there. All right. Whoa, crap. Parts are falling. Okay. And put a little bit of grease on that shaft there, just so that when I put this plastic piece in, A, it stays, and B, it don't wear as much. All right. Then we put the two halves together. Come on, really? Fart nugget. All right. All righty. All right, cool. Make sure everything feels like it's not binding or anything. Okay, we're good there. Now, BB2, which is these long, somewhat long black bolts. And the nylocks. Man, building this just, I wish you could see the smile on my face, man. Love doing these. And after this one's done, there's another really cool build coming up. That is going to be a definitely way back time machine thing for Tamiya. Okay, I have got the 3 bolts and the 3 nuts. Bam. Very good. All right. Now, get the nut, the 5.5. Well, I'll tell you what, this Tamiya setup, I really, really, really like it. It's just, you can't beat it. I mean, really nice. Okay, that one's cranking down, coming down, cranking down. Finally decided on paint scheme. It's gonna kind of go along the lines of the actual Frog, where it's got the pink bottom, the line for where it's the pink bottom, but instead of pink, I'm gonna do it light blue, so it'll kind of match in with the wheels and match in with everything like that. And then it will have, the main body's going to be white, but it's going to have some different color, like small red stripes, small black stripes, you know, kind of things like that. So that'll be a little bit on the different side, I guess. Alrighty. Just want to make sure everything lines up here. So I'm putting the outdrive in place just to kind of line everything up. Everything fits. Everything's good. Put the outdrive back in the other outdrive for now. And let's see, that was step 9. Step 10, take out the 2 little screws that I put in earlier when I started the gearbox build. Alright. Now I will, for now, cover up the grease. Put the lid back on it, I mean. Alright. Get your chassis. Step 10. Get the 4 real long screws that are silver color. BB1. Yep. BB1s. Now is where it starts becoming a race car. Yeah, baby. Just want to somewhat thread that just to get it started in place. And that one there, and then through this, you go through the little tunnel thing there. And start threading it. If I'm catching threads. I don't know if I'm catching anything or not. Huh. Yeah, it feels like it's catching. Okay. And now, like I said, I'm just getting all screws started. No, I ain't lining up. Give it a little bit of an adjustment. It is not catching anything. There it goes. They always help when they line up. All right, and put the last screw in. Oh, here we go. Wilma woke up. All right, that one's threading okay. I believe, yep. going on here, but for some reason the bottom is not wanting to tighten up right. Make sure I ain't got to put a washer on the back of them. Nope. Okay. The 2 top screws tight. All right. All right. Okay, where is... There it is. Moment, don't start, baby. Don't start. Yeah, I know you're there. Little goofball. All right. Transmission is in place. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Now, since that is in place, the next step, I've already got them pushed in place. Both of the dog bones into the rubber boots. Already got them in place and everything. Step 11. Wait a minute here. I just want to make sure everything is good. Got the body post screws in place too on step 10. I did that ahead of time. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I used the wrong screws. Those BB1s on the long side of this thing, they only go on the top. I thought that all 4 of them went in and held the training in place, but I was wrong. So, with that in mind, I will correct my mistake. Guess when it says you only use 2 of them, it means you only use 2 of them, huh? Come on, screw, get out of there. I wonder it didn't exactly feel right. Didn't feel like it was pulling the lower half of the transmission together right, which makes sense now. Because 2 screws are going through the threaded part, but they were bottoming out on each other. So it wasn't tightening up like it should. So BB4, that is too short. No, that's right. Okay, BB4 and another BB4. No, cool. All right. Something just didn't seem right. And there again, it helps. Read the instructions. That's what they're there for. And it tells you clearly BB1 times 2, BB4 times 2. My bad. Ah, yeah, that's much better. Much better. We're cooking with gasoline now. Oh. Can't believe I did that. For some reason I was thinking it was those long screws all the way through. Obviously, it's been a while since I built a frog. All right, now it's tight. Now it works. Cool, cool, cool. Gearbox is attached correctly this time. Yeah. All right. I've got the dog bones through the boots. Step 11. Step 12. All right, now is where it starts looking like a car. Alrighty. Righty. Okay, looking at the rear axle pieces. Just kind of trying to figure out what the next step is here. That's always a good thing. All right. Got your trailing arm. And now I get to break into the fast steady bearings. And break out 2 of them babies. Put them in the arm. All right. Okay. We'll make sure. Okay, these 2 axles are the same. Nice. Put the axle in place, and then you take a body pin, which is kind of cool. Just had them laying here, or right directly in front of me. Take a body pin and run a body pin through the axle just to hold everything in place. And I will do the same identical thing on this one. Bearings out. Uh-oh. Dropping stuff. Wommy, I'll feed you in a minute. Anybody like a cat? No, I'd be lost without her. She is unbelievable. Spoiled freaking rotten unbelievable, but all right. Now put that axle in. I'm not putting grease on them just because they are going in with the bearings, and I don't see the point of getting everything all greasy and dirty. You know. Alright, and this trailing arm, run the body pin through, holds the axle in place. Bam. Alright, cool. Okay, now there are little black O-rings throughout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 8 of them. I'm gonna stop. Oh, okay. Now what I'm gonna do it a little bit different from what the instructions say, but I'm gonna run the outdrives in place. And build the arm from there. Mama, please stop. Alright, put some grease on the inside of that. And the outdrive with the pin in it goes through the left side. Driver would be a driver's side. It was a 2-person car. And same with this. Why don't you go back to sleep? Quit bugging me, goofball. Alright. Just kind of spinning the two outdrives together to make sure everything fits right and feels right. Cool. Alright. Alright, now this has got a make sure I'm using the right grease here. Yeah. In the outdrive side that goes to the transmission, there are rubber O-rings that get shoved down into place. Maybe. There we go. There's one. Put a little grease in there. And make sure I'm doing these right. There's the second one going in place. Come on, get in there. All right. And the same thing here. Put a little bit of grease. O-ring. Just push the O-rings down like it's got one of those long screws that I took out a little bit ago. Just for temporary, something to push with. And push down the second one. Yeah, this is all different than when I had Mother Frog, because back in the day, they made these things a major pain in the ass. You did not have dog bones. You had two of the worst shafts that had a hex drive on them, hex end, And oh my God, those things were just horrible. They would round out. You looked at them wrong and they'd round out. So I'm very glad that they fixed that. Major, major, major improvement. Okay. Now, with the outdrives, there's one bearing, or not bearing, O-ring goes in the place of that. Oh, just one. Seems kind of weird. Okay. Okay, there's only one on that one side. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so I guess I gotta take one of these out. I thought it had two on both ends, but it doesn't. It has one on this end, on the left side. Alright, well, shoot. So with that, I will take the one I just took out and put it in place in there. I think these O-rings are just basically just to keep the dog bones from smacking around and stuff like that. More likely. Alright, so that is the right side. It has one, two there, okay. We're good there. Now with this side, put some grease in there once again. Put the O-ring in place. Push on down. Oh, go on, baby. Go on straight. Not sideways. It works. It's in. Like so. Like Prego spaghetti sauce. It's in there. Or so they say. Alright. This is the arm for the left side. Takes one deal of that, one of that. Alright, now I'm going to put anti-wear grease in here. Just because. Oh, where? Oh, never mind. I had to get another toothpick since my little hairball stole my other one. Can't believe she did that. I'm just glad it didn't make her sick. That's all I need. Her getting freaking sick. We keep trying to tell her, stay out of the kitchen. Does she listen? Oh no. That would be too easy. I mean, I've had this cat for over 2 years now. And it's like she has not learned a damn thing. Constantly going over the same things with her. Good thing she's cute. Alright. just for good measure, I'm going to pack some anti-wear grease inside there. Inside of there. Inside of there. And also in that one. Saying that water grease is good stuff. Alright. And now I will hang on just a second here. Okay. Alright. Now the only thing is where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where. Get my glasses here so I can see what I'm looking at. Can't see the distance worth of crap without them. There we go. Zip ties. Zip tie, baby. Alright, so I will take the pin out of there enough that I can slide the axle around there and run a zip tie around it. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Be smart, Jody. Alright. It's got a little groove in the rubber boot, specifically for the zip tie. So there's no wonder there. All right, and cut that off. And I will just put that one right back in there. Now that I have the zip tie in place. Uh-oh, that ain't good. Wait a minute. Can't have a zip tie on there because it will not let it rotate. Okay, well, shoot. You just have a zip tie on one side and that's it. All right, well, crap. Anyway, all right, well, that worked. Pin go, there it is. All right, that side. Now I'll take this one here and set it in place. Take more of the anti-wear grease, and this one end I have none on it. So I'm gonna pack some inside of there. Alrighty. And I've got it in there, so now comes the fun part. Make her a car. Sweet. 86. Let me see here. Make sure I got the right screws here, which I'm going to have to lengthen these at some point, get some longer screws, because of the fact that I'm going to be putting the Nerf bars on here. I'm looking for these pieces and they're right directly in front of me. What a dum-dum. Alright. Now it's starting to look like a car. It has a gearbox and it has the word trailing arms. Very cool. Alright, where's your screwdriver? There it is. Alright. And we'll grease away. She is coming along. Coming along. I want to do with it. Oh, I swear. Some days. Alright. Get that screw started. Hang on. Change out my screwdriver. All right. Now I'm not putting the front screws in yet because I'm gonna try to find me some longer screws. So we'll go through that Nerf bar. I gotta do a little adjustment on them anyway because the holes don't line up exactly right. They were actually for like a monster beetle. I guess there's another hole down here somewhere that they line up with, but I can just bend them and put them in there and make them work. It's not a big deal. Yeah, they'll fit. I gotta twist it a little bit so that goes in nice and straight. Because right now it's on an angle. Gotta do a little bit of twisting with them. You know, I mean, you kind of figure that they'd come more or less right, but here's what it is. All right, so let's see here. Do we have a movable gearbox? Yes, we do. Gonna break in some of the grease, get some of that around. Alrighty. Now, just to keep this battery door from being a pain in my butt, I'm taking the battery door pin, and putting it in place, just to keep that battery door out of my hair for right now. Alright, now I, for some reason, was thinking that rear arm was had enough room inside it that you could run a zip tie all the way around in there. There was enough diameter inside the thing that you could do that, but evidently not. So, which is okay. I mean, it's pretty well stuck in there. I don't think you can really have a problem with it coming loose on that far end. So, I think we're good there. All right. And run the zip tie around this side on the boot. And all right. That one off. Kind of like to try to get the zip ties as tight as I can get them. That's cut. Boom. All right. So we now have axles on all four corners of the car. Sweet. This definitely is going to need some breaking in. I mean, it's a little tight and stuff right now, but it'll get better. And when I put the shock on there, it ain't gonna matter anyway, so it'll be all good. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, for now, I am thinking that I am pretty much good to go. I'm going to take a quick break here and get my little monster fed. She's spoiled. She gets wet cat food morning, afternoon, around dinner time, and then before we go to bed. Yeah, not spoiled at all. And she knows it. That's why she sits there and whines and cries and all that kind of stuff, because she's hungry. Yeah, okay. Cat eats better than I do. But anyhow, so okay, well, we have all four axles on now. We have the gearbox on. Yeah. Cool. I will be back later with the building of the shocks and see if we can get this thing finished up tonight. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Thanks.